So let's see what eggs we got today. We got one. Oop, we're not trying that enough today. Go that way. The chicken was trying to escape. Let's go back. One, two, three. We collected. So we collected three from outside. We gave my chickens some little scraps, and they're just acting crazy. Yeah, my chickens are just attacking everybody, running around like crazy. We gave them some scraps, so they're kind of like fighting over it now. I just opened the door. See, from having baby chicks in here, of course they don't lay, right? So they'll scratch the eggs all over the place, and it just doesn't matter to them. So I just picked up three from the ground. So that would be six in total. And that, I don't know how that happened. Here we go, number 7. I need to try to get all these chickens out and put the chicks back in. Yeah, let's try to do that. So we got all the chicks out, but that one over there, hopefully he's just scared. That little chicken's just scared and huddled up in the corner. And hopefully these ones didn't crush him. But I don't need any more chicks coming in. So let's try this. Maybe if I put the feed down without me actually having to go in there, they'll just come out from inside. And it seems to be working, but a few stragglers. Every day is kind of chaotic. I finally got all the moms and the baby chicks in. That one is doing okay, but not great. I think at some point with all the chicks going in there to try to get feed, probably got trampled a little bit. But I still have some in there, and they're just all the way in the back right now. So in the meantime, let them get settled, let them get some feed. Gonna go ahead and collect a little bit more eggs. So we was at 7. Let's see what else we got. 8. That's what the chickens do, man. 9, 10. Yeah, with the baby chicks being in here, they're not laying, so they don't care. They just walk all over the eggs, kick the eggs out the nesting box when they scratch. And of course, if I lock down the egg, see, all of them just hanging out in there. If I lock it down at the daytime, it won't be no good because the other chickens won't lay. Or they will lay, but they'll lay everywhere, and then it'll probably take a while and even harder to retrain them. So that was 10, 11. We move 13. 14, 15 eggs. So it is another day. Another day here at Roost. We're gonna go ahead and collect some eggs. Let me show you guys the chickens as well. As you guys can see, all right, here are my little baby chicks now. are more and more comfortable with being outside, right? Of course, there's still a little pecking going on, but they're more comfortable with being outside now. I still tend to feed some of them inside the coop, just for an extra precaution to make sure they're eating. So, like I said, I still kind of, just for a couple minutes while I collect eggs, I'm gonna let them feed in here. Go ahead and kick out all the big ones and let them feed. So now, as you guys can see, kicked out all the bigger ones and having these guys have a little meal. Reason why I am doing this is because they eat, but I'm still trying to ensure that they have food and they're not being starved. Give you guys a quick check on them, a little close up. Yeah. Oh, while we're at it, check out the baby chicks. So, that one baby chick, that one single baby chick that got trampled is kind of struggling. And I don't know how long it's going to be before it recovers. But let's go collect some eggs. Over here, we got one. And there's like some nesting box. That's two. And my egg basket. Three. Move over. See one over here. 4, 5. 5 eggs. Since I have the baby chicks eating from in here, I'm just gonna collect it from in here, so I don't be letting anybody out. That's 5. 6, 7, 8. We got 9. Put this one over here. 10. So yeah, we had 10 eggs. Yesterday was 10, so that's still a good haul. Welcome back, family and friends. It's a new day over here at Roost. Gonna go ahead and, if I can separate the bigger ones, I'm gonna let the bigger ones free range while the smaller chicks just eat. Let's try that. Yeah, so there we go. I have the bigger ones out free ranging, scratching around, getting around to the grubs. Rooster Mike calling the hens over. But yeah, let's go in here. Of course, I locked the door back so I can keep them separated. So this is going to most definitely give them a little bit of time. Now they're outside of the run. And they've been outside of a run, but now since I let those bigger ones out. They're outside of the run now, and it kind of gives them a little bit more space to run around, to to fly, to do whatever, to scratch, and also eat up whatever leftover feed is. So it always works out. Yeah. So don't forget, this is Roost Backyard Chickens. Go ahead, like, subscribe, drop a comment. Yeah, thank you, and I really appreciate it. So I went ahead and spread out the feed trough. That one feed trough there is empty, so I removed one from over there, bring it over here, lower so they can actually get to it. That way they can get water and food at the same time. So yeah. So while we're at it, and they're out there eating, we might as well go ahead and collect some eggs. See what we got. Let's start it out. That's one. Dirty eggs. These baby chicks just keep running in and out the eggs. Eventually they're gonna learn. But for now, they're still kind of learning the pecking order. So they tend to just run away and try to hide in the nesting box from the bigger chicks. From the bigger chickens. Oh, wow. Okay. This is number 2 egg. This is number 3. And number 4. And if you guys can see that, number 4. That's number 4. Right? You guys probably haven't never seen this before, but when a chicken lay a small egg, it's literally called a fairy egg. These eggs could be from a new layer or a chicken that haven't laid in a while and now they're starting back laying, or like maybe like a oopsie egg, you know. But yeah, it's cool to see. It's real cool to see. So, hey, it's a fairy egg right there. Look at it. Look at it in my hand. So here we are. These are my exterior nesting boxes. Let's check out what they're offering us today. One from the exterior nesting box. Get out. Get out. Stop. Move. Get out. Stop. Move. You just followed me. 2 from the exterior nesting boxes. I don't know why, but today it seems like we only had 5, 6 eggs. I don't know why. So while everybody is out foraging, baby chicks are out in the run. You got the younger chicks and their mom. I let them out of the brooder pen, and of course I locked the door. But you guys can see them a little bit more. Yeah, just give them a little more room to kind of shush around and do what they need to do. See, like I said, everybody's out in the run. I cleared off all the feed trough and all the water troughs. Put the remaining feed over here in a bowl so they can, at least eat. But like I said, all the chickens are out. I'll show you again here. All my feed troughs, all my water troughs has been taken out. I'm gonna be refilling all the water trough. The feed troughs are gonna get put up until tomorrow morning. But yeah, look at all the chickens over here dust bathing. Yeah, all the chickens out dust bathing. That's how they clean themselves and ward themselves off from pests. That's how chickens actually bathe. No, it might seem dirty to us, but that's how they bathe. It's called a dust bath. So yeah, here we are. Chickens over there outside. This is another brooder setup with the 10 baby chicks in there. I'll be changing out the water and adding some more feed. But yeah, just another brooder setup. They're at the point now, with their feathers growing out. They're not flying this high yet. We're at the point now that I have to put something on it to cover it so they don't fly out. So yeah, welcome back. Welcome back to Roost Backyard Chickens, man. Like I said, if you made it this far, you're part of my family. Hey, drop a like, drop a comment. Let's be engaging. Um, go ahead and fill up the feed trough, like I showed you guys earlier. Not the feed trough. We're gonna go ahead and fill up the water trough with some water. We're gonna be placing them back. So you guys know me. Every time I get a comment, I try my best to answer it, not necessarily in the comment section, but I try to answer it in the video because, like I said, I do try to be engaging. So somebody commented and asked me if I had a breed of chicken. I can't remember the exact name what they asked. Here at Roost, we have a whole host of breeds. We have Buff Orpington, we have Wyandottes, we have Rhode Island Reds, we have Plymouth Rock, we have California something like we have Silkies, we have um, Easter eggers, we have olive eggers. I have a whole host of birds. A whole host of birds. If I ever get to the point where I buy baby chicks like I did recently, I would go to the feed store and they can have 100 chicks, right? And if I get to the feed store, let me check this. So yeah, like I was saying, whenever I go to the feed store, if I get to the feed store and I want to add to my flock, and I get there and it's 100 chicks left over, and of course they're gonna be separated by breed in the feed store, right? And they're only marked now as $1. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna get 100 of them, so I end up spending like probably $100, but I end up with like 4 or 5 different breeds. And half of the times I don't even think of the name, don't remember the name. But hopefully I answered the question. And yes, I do collect green eggs. I also collect a light blue egg. I collect brown eggs, and I collect white eggs. Different eggs for different breeds. So hopefully that answered the question. Yeah, so hopefully that answered the question. Like I said, I try my best to answer questions when they appear. So hopefully that answered it. The breed that you mentioned, I can't think of it, but yes, they possibly do lay green eggs. Do I have that breed? I probably do. Am I sure? No. I'm not like some people that separate their chickens by breed. All my breeds are mixed in with each other. Yeah, all my breeds are mixed in. All my hens, if you want to say crossbreed, if I do decide to hatch baby chicks, which I have, all my hens that you would say, if I hatch out any eggs, it'll be crossbreed with a Rhode Island Red, because that's the only rooster I have at this moment is a Rhode Island Red, which I do have some little cockerels coming up. But of course, like I said, I'm going to start a bachelor flock with them. So, keep in mind, I do this in my backyard. I am not a, how you say it, industrialized chicken keeping business or someone who sells baby chicks by breed, or the only thing I probably sell is eggs. Um, so I don't separate my chickens by breeds. I know people have individual pen by a certain breed of chickens so they can get that certain kind of eggs. I don't do that. I just raise my chickens. So yeah, once again, this is Roost's Backyard Chickens. Thank you guys for tuning in on the channel. Hey, I'll see you in the next one, and thank you guys for the support.